One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on another team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So NC State's offense will have the football first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play the game yourself and play one snap at a time.
About to be real.
Got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Fakes the grab. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up.
It's a good team.
Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Nestles it in at the 35. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got
Short.
it in the middle. It's Whitaker. And boy, is he close to that first down.
That's the
Maybe
fake here.
just a couple of inches short. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week 4 times.
Man, let's look at that young safety in the game.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Hands it off. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Bryant. Ryan's his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
From the gun, give on the inside. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got a man. It's Jordan. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The give to the tailback.
Ooh.
Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a run to the 35. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Turning it on. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Yeah, and you could see the running back, man. He was smelling the end zone. Nice cuts, nice job getting all the way down.
This bitch lit.
So close to punching it in. You could tell he wanted to, but pushed out of bounds at the 2. And guess what? First and goal from the 2. This offense will take it.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand the circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. On the move. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Scanning the field, it's Bryant. Big guy smells it.
What up, big man?
Touchdown, Wolfpack. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution?
That nigga was almost out of there.
Wow.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quick strike.
Oh, come on, bro. You have to tackle niggas.
To the 44-yard line, it'll be a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
From the gun, running back gets the give. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got his man out of the backfield. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5
Get
sacks.
Under, fair catch.
We're going.
So
you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here.
I gotta know.
Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Bryant. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Bruce. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Going to the ground. Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here.
Why is you holding that bitch like you ain't never did that before?
Ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now,
This nigga holding the ball like a loaf of bread, bro.
Scrimmage, and you mentioned the back.
You just a star, a legal man downfield.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup.
Bro, that nigga ain't never held the ball like that before.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Bryant.
Ooh.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, I thought I can get it over his head.
Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Oh, no.
To the big fella. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Pressure coming. Moves around.
The sack, 92. He came all the way around
I
there.
want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. Across the 50-yard line on the
What are you niggas doing, bro?
at the 45.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one they had to have a plan for one of the best receivers in the country, so they're double covering him. You can't do anything else.
2 niggas
And
on it.
still they can't prevent this guy from making the catch and getting the first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Whitaker. They
You got
make
a
this
fumble.
stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Oh, they're after him. Caught in the
They're trying to get a pick.
Brought down
Yeah,
just
I'll
short of
take
the
it.
sticks on the screen pass.
The defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, he makes the catch. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Goes for the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a
got
play,
beat.
not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Under fire. He'll try to do it himself.
Oh, no, he fumbled. Oh, my God.
Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
I was trying to slide, nigga fumble.
Yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got his man quick.
I'm all in this man's back, and I let him catch that fucking ball.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll send out the kicker here. This one will be a 45.
Miss that hoe. I knew you go to Clemson.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. And they forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the
I just thought that bitch so far behind him. He was open, bro.
Stopped him, held him to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. He's got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
NC State quick to the line. Now the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6.
Good catch, bro.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
Great throw.
They trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half. And
What was they challenging?
And they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
What are they challenging? How about that play me?
And they take
Good
another
throw.
look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
NC State.
Just over 20 seconds to play before halftime. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down.
You gotta fumble that.
They were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid.
I recruited that quarterback, man. You could have been a part of this here, bro.
Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With
92,
that,
what was you doing there?
guys, to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter.
Whew.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
You pushing it up the field, bro.
36, it'll be a 1st down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Man down on the play as the officials take.
I don't even worry about it.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. With the catch,
tackle.
It's Butler. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter. This offense did not want to be in facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
To the air, it's Bryant. He's got him. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. The Wolfpack will get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
He dropped the ball, bro.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense got really
youngster.
lucky there. I don't know if there was a coverage bust or what. There is no way that receiver should have been that wide open. Lucky for the defense, though, he puts it on the ground.
Ah, damn, boy.
Between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Finds the tight end. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Bryant. He's got his man.
3 niggas right there waiting on that boy.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice job, big fella. You make a catch, you're a viable target for your quarterback, and gain a couple of yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. On 30 short, the run, and looking for the first down. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense.
Come on, man. If they can stop us here, we'll shake their hand.
Fourth and inches, and they'll go for it. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Slide, bro. Taking hits.
Get it to the 33.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on fourth down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that fourth down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
At the 20, he's got space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
Way to get in there, boy.
Touchdown, Wolfpack. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
They drive.
You just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Finds his man. It's Whitaker. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That was too easy.
Conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
To the ground with the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down.
Yeah.
And the pass is incomplete as the final play of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about
get a long one here.
Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just...
Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short.
No.
Gonna run it. It's Jordan. They make the stop, but he'll have
Ain't audible on the goddamn road.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in, it's Bruce. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Back to throw, it's Bryant. It's complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Just the turning point they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Oh, yeah. Did I hit him? I hit him. Fuck.
Been a little too rough on the quarterback there. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game.
Shut up, Bruce Davis.
Back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Whitaker.
That was the kill shot
They
right
stop
there.
him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. That's caught. It's Whitaker. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. 42, spike. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires downfield. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, my God, bro. Just too much time.
Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go.
We're calling timeout after that. You're not about to get me in the same play.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got it
Very
wrapped
pressure.
up at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Y'all niggas. Something else.
So here they come, going for it after giving up that sack and desperately needing to move the chains. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it.
The way to do it.
Didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the ground, he's got it again. He has the first and still on his feet. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to Davis. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6.
I threw the ball.
To go with the ball and down. He goes in the 39.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page these last 2 drives. Obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out, and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical 3rd down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th.
Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
To the air, it's Bryant. A strike downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
There are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like
Come on,
to
bro. Let's get in there.
See if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line. But
Come on, big man. Be hungry.
Some punches.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The
get in here.
is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your bucket.
Touchdown, NC State! And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake,
and he bumps it up inside the 20. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation
Don't like the 2 picks,
Sports
but
College Football.
I'm good. Good dub.